Allah Al-Agha. I live in Denver, Colorado. People have been throwing around a lot of numbers, a lot of dates, a lot of statistics. Thank you to everyone who did that so that I don't have to. I'm going to throw out one number and then I'm going to tell you some stories. The first number, the number that I'm going to throw out is 117. That is the number of my relatives who have been killed in Gaza in the past 3 months. 117 of my own flesh and blood that I've witnessed be systemically murdered by the state of Israel. And I want to tell you some of their stories. First, I want to tell you the story of Yahya Al-Agha. Yahya died on October 11th in a hospital in Gaza. He died of his wounds after he survived an airstrike that killed his entire family, including his grandmother and his 2 baby sisters, 2-year-old Talin and 1-year-old Tulin. Yahya died alone in the hospital, knowing that he was the last surviving member of his family. What was his crime? I also want to tell you the story of Dr. Maysara Al-Rayis. His house was also hit by an Israeli airstrike. His brothers lived just down the street, and when they heard the airstrike, they looked outside their window and they saw that their brother's home had been demolished, so they ran outside and they started to dig through the rubble. And they realized that Dr. Maysara was actually still alive. So was his wife, and so were his 2 daughters. They could hear them screaming from underneath the rubble. So his brothers started to dig and dig and dig, and they dug for hours. But they never got to his brother because another Israeli airstrike killed them and finished off Dr. Maysara Al-Rayis and his wife and his children. What were their crime? I also want to tell you the story of Mariha Al-Agha. She was 81 years old, 6 years older than the state of Israel. She survived the Nakba, the Naqsa, countless aggressions on Gaza, but she did not survive this second Nakba. She was killed in her home with her children and her grandchildren. What were their crimes? I hope you guys see how important this is to so many different people in the community, people of so many different backgrounds, people of so many different religious, cultural, and gender identities. This is just as much a local issue as anything else. And I urge you to sign on to a ceasefire resolution. Thank you.